Hey there everybody, it's Sean over here at Revelation Video Productions with another product review for the DSLR filmmakers. Today we're going to be reviewing the Tamron 17-50. It's got a 2.8 and this one's the one with the VC control, VC standing for vibration control. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I hope you like that intro music from Striper called Revelation. Let's get into the lens and why we got it. Now, just like a lot of you are I was trying to upgrade from my kit lens, which I had the Canon 18-55. One of the things I didn't like is as you're zooming in, you know, your aperture gets smaller, so you go from a 3.5 to 4.5 to finally at 55, or before 55 it's going to be a 5.6. I wanted something that was constant, and I was really doing a lot of research. Just like you, I'd be on YouTube looking at the Tamron, looking at reviews, and then I started leaning towards the Tamron because of the price, and I heard a lot of good reviews, and then I'm like, well, do I want the 28-75, because that was about the same price range. The 24-70 is like $1,000. That was out of my price range. And then I kind of started looking at the 17-50 because it was about the exact same range that I had on my kit lens. So I got the one with the VC, and I actually bought this used, and I got it for slightly under $400. So what are my opinions of this lens? Well, from going from a kit lens, which has it has a 58mm, going to this Tamron, which is a 72, which is it's not just that the ring is bigger, but the lens is a lot bigger. It's heavier, it feels more solid than the kit lens. It is pretty much all plastic, a hard plastic. You do have the metal mount, which is nice. The image quality is really good, but and I like Tamron a lot, your settings for focus is really small. And with this particular lens, sometimes it can be a challenge to get things really focused well. I mean, sometimes if I didn't have my magic lantern, I don't think I would get as much as I do fully focused. It's kind of that difficult. Another drawback that I have, and I've heard this about other people about the same lens, and I believe the 28-75, is it sticks a little, and this one does too. When you get from, I would say we're at like between 18 to 24, it sticks right here, and then it gets smooth again. And then the same thing as you're retracting the lens, when you get towards the end, like around 18 or 19, you get a little bit more resistance and it sticks. So sometimes when you're trying to do that nice smooth zoom in or zoom back, you get to a point and it just sticks. So it does make it a little more difficult. I would say if you're on a budget and you're a filmmaker and you're getting into the business like what I'm doing, which is I just strictly do YouTube videos. I don't do professional commercial work for television. I do real estate videos. This is a great lens, and having that constant 2.8, and the fact that you can pick these up for anywhere, I've seen them as low as $320 to about $470, and that's a great price range. Yes, it's a third-party lens. Is it as good as an L series lens from Canon? I gotta be honest, I haven't been able to get my hands on an L series, so I can't really compare the two, and I won't really go there. All I can tell you is from my personal experience, I use this on a daily basis. All my projects, this is one of my go-to lenses. Not that I have a ton of lenses, but this is a go-to lens. It's going to be there for you when you need it. You're going to get great results and great quality. I'm actually going to put a link with a short sample. And this one really is short. I think it's under 30 seconds. And I did it when I first got the lens. So you'll get to see that right there. So all in all, I would say if you're torn to upgrade and you're like, I really want to get rid of the kit lens. I want something a little nicer. I want something with better image. I want something that has a constant aperture, that where I'm zooming in, I'm not going to lose the lighting. I would highly recommend a Tamron lens. The 17 to 50 to me is a really good lens at a great price. Some other lenses, while we're on the subject before we leave, that are very reasonably priced is the lens that I'm using right now. It's the new Canon super wide, the 10 to 18. That's $300. That's a great lens, especially if you're going to be doing stuff like I do, which I do a lot of real estate. I use both of the lenses. The only drawback to that one is the aperture is not a set aperture, even though it's not much of a zoom, and I'm not sure why it can't be a constant aperture, or at least a constant 3.5 or a constant 4.0, why it has to go from like 3.5 to I believe it goes to 5.6, and it's right after 11 millimeters. That's when it starts going downhill. But as you can see right now, it gets really good image quality. Another good lens is everybody's favorite, the Nifty 50. I had one of those too, the 1.8. It feels like a toy, weighs about 4 ounces, but you get superb image quality. A great little lens to have on hand for video. So, this was Sean with Revelation Video Productions. Please like us below. Leave us a comment on what you think of our series of product reviews. Please ask questions if you have any about any of the product reviews that we've been doing. And you can also like us on Facebook. Until next time, happy hunting, DSLR filmmakers.